Is everybody looking right to the end here, please?
When you get the opportunity,
Ladies to your right, please. Ladies to your right.
Sarah, right here.
Right next to her, please. I know we're in there. Right ahead, please. Right. Jamie, to your right. And Jamie, all the way to the end again. Right next to her. Super play. Avril, ice to the right, please. And Avril, all the way to the end here. Right ahead, please. This guy's from Big Bang Theory. Johnny Gala. Right here, Flo, right here, please. Straight ahead, straight ahead. Tommy and Shelby, can you get you over one more? Go all the way to the end here. Straight ahead, please. Straight ahead. And then ladies, turn your faces here. Ready to him, please? And do that smile. Miss Belle, this way, move.
Can you believe it? It's a miracle that we're here tonight. There's now 17 drugs on the market. A great finding this past week with a synthetic molecule helping remyelinate. It's a fun and festive evening, but so much has really happened from raising money at this event every year. And so excited to be here and so grateful to everybody for everything they're doing.
You know, I'm really fortunate to where I found it really early. I got on a treatment plan that worked really well. I did some experimental treatments in Europe. I'm really lucky, and I don't take that for granted. You know, not everyone has as blessed of a journey as I do thus far with the disease. So, I get a lot of fatigue, and I get the weird kind of odd, out-of-nowhere depressions every now and then, but, my onset symptoms were, numbness in the legs and loss of vision, so, definitely run the gambit. For me, my biggest pet peeve is the stereotypes associated with it. They're like, oh, you have MS, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, and it's like, no, I'm okay. Like, just because you see someone on TV having a bad day doesn't mean that I am. You know, it's different with it. I like to say it's as unique to the individual as their own fingerprint.
Look, I mean, I still think there's a lot of people out there that aren't educated about MS and what it means. And the truth of the matter is, it's like a snowflake. It's different for everyone. But the more attention, the more awareness, the fact that people can just be here for an evening brings so much light to what so many people suffer from, including me. And they raise so much money here every year, and the work that Nancy does is truly incredible. I'm so happy to be here, and especially to honor Selma. I mean, I think she's been incredibly brave. I think to be vulnerable takes a lot of courage, and what she's doing is so admirable, and she deserves it. Of course. I mean, of course it's difficult. You never know what judgments people will have. Obviously, we are both in a business where you don't want to feel like you won't get hired because of it or things like that. But the truth of the matter is, it's like, you've done nothing wrong. This is just your thing in this lifetime, and you do the best that you can with it. And I think we're living in a time where people are craving, just people that are relatable and real stories, and we are two faces amongst many others. And for somebody that could be able to look at me on a screen, whether we're talking about MS or not, and just feel like that's me too. She walks like me, or she talks like me, or she feels like me. That's what this is all about.
Well, my grandfather, who I never met, actually died of MS a long time ago. So I've been aware of MS and how much it can affect people. And my father-in-law also has MS. I'm also here for Selma, who's a dear friend of mine, and for us to watch her go through this struggle and be so public about it, I think is just going to help the cause, which is why we come to these events, because we like to raise awareness about things that people don't know. And I think also what's so crazy about this disease is that it's different for everyone. So for nobody to think that their issue can be remedied, and because of organizations like this that are doing everything they can to find the cure, we're going to find it. So I always get excited to be here to support it, to remind people that we can all help, and and then just have a good time and see friends. And
well, in fact, I was at the very first race to a race, maybe, I don't know, 24, 25 years ago. And Delilah, I don't know if you can see that, but she is in her very first fashion show right there at the Tommy Hilfiger show when she was 2. So
At this event.
Yeah, she's coming to this event, so we have to do a redo tonight for Nancy. The entire event is amazing. Seeing all my friends that I've known for many years, we've all been supporting this since the very beginning. And just the energy around that, the energy around people really wanting to help out Nancy and to help out for MS. It's an extraordinary event, and I'm glad that Delilah's going to get to do it as a grown-up now. It's so great.
I've come a couple years in a row, and I think it's such an incredible cause, and Nancy has done such an amazing event every year, and I just think it's really important, especially this year. I'm close with Selma Blair, so I wanted to come and support. I think she's incredibly strong, and really love her vulnerability and rawness when she's really trying to share herself during this process. I think it's really amazing, and I want to come to support that.
So we're showing a lot of looks from our fall collection that isn't in store yet. So it'll be a lot of things you haven't seen, and we tried to make them all a little bit LA. It's a little bit sexy, like amazing leather pants and like really sexy dresses. So it's fun.
We had MS in our family, big time. Her sister had MS really bad. And her daughter now has MS.
But she knows how to take care of herself, so I think she's going to be okay with it.
Yeah. And we've been at least I've been involved with the marijuana for treatment of MS, which when it went legal in Colorado, they were the first people in the lineup were the MS people. So we're connected.
Wanting to support something that's so positive. Last year I came out here and I had an amazing time, just the joy in the room, everyone had an amazing time. So, I mean, when I heard that they wanted to bring me back, I was just like so overwhelmed and definitely honored.
I think it's very important for any type of charity, especially when you're trying to find a panacea for it. And Nancy's a friend of mine, and of course she's been suffering with this for a while, but she's doing incredible, and I love that her heart is truly into this, and she's really trying to find a panacea.
I'm going to keep coming here every year until we get a cure. So, I have lots of friends affected, and, the more money we raise, the more of an opportunity we have to stamp this out. So here we are yet again, another year going by, and we're getting closer every year. So that's why I'm here this year.
It means everything to us because Nancy Davis is a hero and a warrior. She's raised over $47 million for research. Our dad's had MS for over 50 years, and to watch him struggle and to think that maybe one day they're going to say, what was MS because of Nancy Davis?